Hello, welcome back to Pleasantview. Today it is time for the second children's club, and that is the soccer club. That club takes place over here at the Woodland Soccer Field. And the family that we will be joining today is the Copur family. And they live in this condo over here. And that is Ivy Copur and her daughter. So I will jump into the household and introduce you. This is the Copur household, and like we saw in the hospital round, Ivy Copur was made sick with a cold. So she will need to rest a bit in order to get healthy. I am starting off with a tour of the house. Putting up the walls a bit. So this is their entrance hall and living room and office. And then that leads into the kitchen. Upstairs we have the landing. We have Ivy's bedroom. And Ivy has just woken up. We have Hazel's bedroom. She is still asleep. And we have a small bathroom upstairs. And on the second floor we have a rooftop balcony that they don't really use for anything right now. We also have a garden where they have their soccer goal. And they also have a patio out here that they haven't used either. So I'm going to move on to let you get to know the Sims a bit. This is one of the pre-made Sims, Townie, Ivy Copur. Her personality is the Sagittarius. So she is sloppy and shy, but she's very active and playful. She is extremely fit. Her hobby is sports, and she is employed in the athletic career as an all-star. And she also is in charge of the soccer club for the children. She is a knowledge sim, and her lifetime wish is to become a Hall of Famer. And her secondary aspiration is the popularity one. Moving over to her daughter, Hazel. Her personality, she is also having the sports hobby, like her mother. And she is a Gemini. So she is very active as well, outgoing, and pretty balanced otherwise. She's also fit, but not as fit as her mother. And yeah, she's a fortune sim. And I don't really pay attention to her lifetime wish, but right now she wants to follow in her mother's footsteps, but we will have to see about that if that sticks. Like I showed you last episode, Hazel is Don Lothario's daughter. And Ivy is also sisters with Iris Copur. These are two Townie Sims from the base game that originally had the same name. So instead I changed Ivy's name to Iris and made them sisters. So we will meet Iris at a later date, but today it is Ivy and her daughter Hazel. So Ivy has been involved with Don for a very long time. And being a pretty solitary sim who doesn't have that much social needs, she hasn't really been bothered about him not spending that much time with her. She has had the ability to call him when she wants to spend some time and let him be by himself or with others when that suits him better. So that has been enough for her for a long time. And it has been harder, I think, on Hazel, who has grown up without a father figure. And she's not very connected to Don because Don isn't very family oriented, so he doesn't really pay that much attention to Hazel at all. Hazel has a very close relationship, though, to her half brother, Nero Caliente. They have spent a lot of time together since they were young children, and that is because they are extremely close in age. I think that Hazel is just 1 year older than him. And Hazel also has a very close relationship with her aunt, Iris. But recently, Ivy has been seeing somebody else, and that is Jihoon. I cannot pronounce that last name, I'm sorry. um, and that is something that Hazel is not appreciating. She has been a bit annoyed with her mother for spending time with him. She doesn't like him, but we will have to see if that changes. Because this is something that Ivy has decided that she wants to pursue. She is a bit tired of being alone now that her daughter has grown up and doesn't depend on her as much. Ivy really wants to have somebody to spend the rest of her life with, and she recently met Jihoon and started dating, so we will see where that leads. So, since Ivy is having a cold today, I think that I'm going to have her stay home from work and just take it easy. So she is just going to rest for today. They also have a cat that is one of the adoptable cats, I think, from the base game, but I'm not sure. And it is Little Ro. It is a female cat. And this is what she looks like. She's getting a bit old, only 3 days left until she becomes an elder. So Ivy is going to use the bathroom and serve some breakfast. I think that they might have leftovers that they can eat. And when Ivy is done, I'm going to have Hazel take a morning shower. There we go. Good morning. You can start. No, don't practice speech. Use the toilet. Oh, they only had spaghetti. Well, Ivy, you can serve some breakfast then. Let's make some croissant. And she is coughing. Let's hope that she doesn't. Just as I was going to say that, Hazel became sick as well. I'm going to note that down in my spreadsheet. So I think that since she's not feeling well, I'm also going to keep Hazel home from school today so that she can curate herself a bit. And she's going to have some delicious breakfast. Okay, it looks like Ivy decided to talk about children with Hazel. But it looks like Hazel quickly changed the subject to music instead. I don't know why Ivy has children on her mind, but perhaps it's because she started to date Jihoon. Okay, they're not getting along this morning. They must have woken up on the wrong side. That's better. Yeah, like we saw at the high school. I think, if I remember correctly, that Hazel was in the music club. So that might be what they are discussing. That Hazel might be interested in picking up an instrument. Yeah, so Ivy's going to clean up a bit after breakfast. Oh no, don't go to work, please. Actually, you should be able to call in sick to work. There, work. And I'm just going to cancel the school interaction for Hazel. And I'm going to send her up to her bed to relax. Yeah, wow, you sure don't sound healthy. Did you need to take a day off? Yes. Okay, I understand. Take the day off and I'll subtract the vacation day from you. Yeah, she has plenty, so that's okay. She can hug the kitty for a little bit. Looks like someone is calling her. Some good morning cuddles. Let's see who's calling. Oh, okay. It is Sophie Miguel. That is actually interesting. I will let you know a bit more about it when we move over to Iris' household, but Iris and Sophie used to date, but they recently broke up. So it's interesting that Sophie still tries to keep in contact with Iris' sister. But maybe it's just to make sure that there are no hard feelings. So I'm going to have Ivy take a shower and she can relax a bit. Looks like Hazel was pretty bored with just sitting on her bed. So she wants to give some love to the cat as well. So cute. You can play a bit with the kitty. I really like this interaction, it's so cute. So Hazel is actually employed. She's in the culinary career as a dishwasher. So since Malcolm Landgrab attended a meeting with John, at the high school discussing some sort of scholarship, and it looked like they were discussing the culinary business. I think that Hazel might be eligible for such a scholarship if she keeps up her work in the culinary career. So we will have to see how that develops. Yes, she is coughing. Okay, the cat has destroyed the little mouse toy. I can't click it. Okay. Let's just do this then. I'm going to cheat a little bit. So I'm going to buy a new one and sell that one. There we go. You can lounge a bit then. Take it easy. It's very difficult for these active Sims because they really don't like resting. I can stroke the cat a bit. Yeah. Why don't you just sit down together then? Let's try to have them spend some time together and just rest. Okay, Ivy is now healthy. Thank you, Ivy. That didn't take very long. That's good. Okay, she's going to read about sports. Yep, Hazel, you're still sick though. You can praise the cat for peeing in the litter box. That was very well done. If Ro gets out of the stairs. Why did you hide behind that? Typical cat. There we go. Well done, Kitty. So I think that Hazel is going to have a snack. Grab some juice. It's just going to be some orange juice and not the freshly pressed kind, so I don't think that this is going to have any other benefits, but so looking a bit at her relationships. Oh good, she's healthy again. That's perfect. She is interested in Jason and Archie and Hugo. Let's see who she likes best. Looks like she is most interested in Archie. So I think that I'm going to have her try to get to know him a bit better. Okay, well, since they are both healthy now, I think that they can play a little bit. It will be 2 hours until the kids return from school, and Hazel can call up Archie. Oh, the interaction was interrupted. Okay, let's try again. I'm just going to have to push down their fun a little bit, otherwise they won't play for a very long time. Oh, well done, Hazel. No, scoring a goal against your professional football player mother is pretty well done, I think. Yep. Not very easy. But this is the way that they spend most time bonding, is with the playing soccer together. So let's see. Oh, good, good. Ivy has trained her well. As you can see, the energy goes down extremely quickly with the soccer goal, and that is just the design of it. I don't appreciate that really, so I usually push up their motives again, because it really shouldn't go down that much, I think. Yeah, she lost a grade by missing school, but that's fine. She was sick after all. She can catch up. I don't really worry too much about that, since I play the schools and they get very high grades from just sitting in on their lessons. So I think that Hazel is going to just use the bathroom again. Yeah, I think that he's probably at work still. So you want to get a skill point in something? Why don't you practice speech? It will be a good thing if you can get promoted, I think. So I'm going to have Hazel just take care of her needs for a bit and then call up Archie and see where that leads. Oh, what are you doing out here, Bruce? Sneaking around. That's interesting. Yeah, so the soccer club is during the same time as the ballet club, between 5 and 7 p.m. So I think that Ivy is going to have to leave a bit after 4, so she has a while still to prepare for that. Okay, why don't you grab some coffee then, Hazel? I'm going to send Ivy to the bathroom as well. Looks like Hazel ruined the shower. So I guess that Ivy is going to notice now. And she won't be happy about that. She's actually going to go down and lecture Hazel. That is an interaction that I have modded into my game that I can use, because I enjoy using that whenever I please, so that I can so I can scold the children when I feel like it. Yep, Ivy is letting Hazel know that that was not okay. So Hazel is going to have to go upstairs and try to fix this if she can. And Ivy is going to instead serve up some lunch. Let's go with some vegetable soup. What is the cat up to? Okay, sleeping. So cute. I like that you can see what the pets are dreaming about as well. Some random guy. I see. Do you even know him? Oh yeah, you do. Interesting. I guess he's walked by the house or something then. Okay, how are you doing in there, Hazel? Well, she's putting in some great effort, doing her best. She has no mechanical skills, so this is just hitting the shower with the screwdriver and hoping it works. Yeah, I don't think that she was successful. She's going to have to plead with her mother for help. So she's going to have some lunch. And she's going to ashamedly tell Ivy that she couldn't fix the shower. So Ivy's going to have to do it for her. At least now she has tried. Yeah, I think that she only made the coffee and didn't drink it because her energy is still pretty low. So I'm going to have her drink some coffee once she's done with the lunch. Okay, looks like Hazel is interested in some romance, and they're talking about Ivy's thoughts on that. Ivy is telling her about good dating spots, and I guess going to the movies together might be something that she's saying is a good thing. That might be an interesting community lot to build in the future, I think. Okay, so Ivy is going to clean up a bit and put away leftovers, and then she's going to try to finish what Hazel started in here. Oh yeah, clean up after yourself first. You don't want to make your mother even more annoyed with you. So how's it going up there, Ivy? Yeah, she's not appreciating this. This was not what she wanted to do today. But you know, that's the way with having kids. You have to clean up their messes sometimes. Looks like she's using the same technique that her daughter used, but her mechanical skill is a bit better at least, so she got it done. And now she can have her shower. She's also going to mop that up afterwards. And then she can have some coffee too. I'm not sure if Archie has a job, but we will have to see if he can come on over. Yeah, he can. Good. Yeah, he's just gussing up. I think that Hazel will do the same. She wants to look good for the guy. Ivy's just cleaning up. And the cat is gussying up as well, it seems. There we go. Ivy's having her coffee. Okay, good. Archie has arrived. I'm just going to have to pay attention to the time so I don't miss when Ivy needs to go. Okay, Archie is walking around the house. Welcome. So I think that they will just talk a bit for now and see how they get along. So once she is done with her coffee, she's going to head off to the club. Yeah, she's already knows Archie as well because he attended the soccer club when he was a child, so he's not a complete new face to Ivy. Yeah, they're getting along well. Okay, so it's going to be the woodland soccer field. Yeah, she's not very playful, so I don't think that she will. Well, they can toss a football though. Ivy is arriving at the soccer field, and this is a community lot that I built from scratch. And it looks like this. We have a sort of stadium building, or what I should call it. And we have some lectures here where people can sit and watch the game. And we have the actual soccer field here as well. And going into the building, we have on this side a I don't want to say a restaurant because they just serve hamburgers and hot dogs, but well, a cafeteria perhaps. Yeah, so that's what this is. That's the only restaurant right now in Pleasantview. And on this side we have a little game room, and we have an office. This is where, what's his name? Kennedy Cox works. He's in the same career as Ivy, but he's the one that owns this lot, so we will see a bit more of that when we move on to the Cox family. On the lower floor we have the girls' bathroom with some showers and a sauna as well. And we have the boys' bathroom, or changing room, I should say, I think. It looks the same, just mirrored. Yeah. And then, of course, the parking lot as well. So I have spawned the kids that are going to attend the soccer club. So I'm going to have them move over here. I'm going to have her turn on the music. The way that I play this is that I use the soccer goals, and of course the kids can only play 2 at a time. So today we have 6 kids, and I'm going to start with Matthew, who's going to play with Will down here. I'm going to have Amelia play with Hallie. And then I'm going to have Nathan and Kian start off over here. They are going to join Ivy for some, well, warming up or exercises by the radio. Good, so she's turning that on, and she's going to work out, and these guys will work out as well. And they are putting on their soccer outfits. It looks like Kian wanted to get away from the field. Oh, Don is arriving. Drama, drama. So the kids are starting off as well. Will is on his way, it looks like. And the girls... Oh, it looks like I might have planned for a Hallie to be in the ballet club. I'm going to have to switch her outfits. But I think that Yeah, fitness, yeah, sure. I think that she would be in the soccer club. That's fine. It could be either or, really. There we go. Now she looks better. I'm going to have them restart this. And it's going to be with Hallie. I'm going to push down their fun a bit so that they can keep this up for a bit longer. Do the same thing with the boys. Yeah, so the girls are playing and the kids are just working out a bit over here. I like it when they make those funny faces. Looks like you shouldn't have teased him, Will. Now he scored a goal. Okay, what's going on up here? I see that Don is having dinner with some random guy. What are you doing, Don? Craig Kim. Okay. Well, sure. And Brandy's here. I suppose that she feels better. Or she's not. She just wanted to get some hamburgers, even though she's sick. Okay, Adriana is starting with speaking about woohoo with Don. That's should work out well. Okay, back to the soccer club. Okay, so it's just 1 more hour left. I'm going to switch up the kids a bit so that these guys get a chance as well to play some. So Matthew is waiting for Hallie. No, don't do that. I said workout, please. You can have a shower later. Where is Hallie going? No, I don't want you to do that. Let's restart this. Play with Hallie. Good. That was the end of the soccer club, so I'm going to have them end their interactions. I'm just going to make sure that she knows the kids. I don't think that she does actually, so she's going to just greet them as well so that she has those relationships. Wow, they have all worked out a lot today. That's good. Oh, the children dance so cutely in this game. There we go. So when she has greeted Nathan, I think that she knows everybody. Yep. Good. So I'm going to use the sim blender to clear off. No, actually, I don't want everybody on this lot to disappear. I'm just going to make them unselectable. There we go. So Ivy's going to use the bathroom and take a shower. And then I'm just going to look around a bit and see if there's anybody I want her to greet. Don, perhaps? Might be a good choice. Or her colleague, Kennedy. So let's see who still is here. Okay, apparently she doesn't want anybody to be in there when she takes a shower. I thought for sure that they would be accepting that, since it's the community showers from the university pack. I might have to mod that. I want them to not mind anybody else being there. Okay, looks like Kennedy is not getting out of that room, so Ivy can't really greet him, and I don't think that Don is still on the lot. I don't see him. So I'm just going to have her head home instead. Ivy is arriving back home, and Hazel and Archie are out here tossing a football. I think that Ivy will be serving some dinner for them. So she's going to serve some, well, spaghetti sounds good. There will be no leftovers today since Hazel has a friend over. Oh, I think it was interrupted because she had to move away from the parking spot. So let's just do this again, spaghetti. And move back to Hazel and Archie. So they seem to be getting along really well. Hazel's going to tell him a joke. And they're going to chat a little bit more. Hazel had the brilliant idea to talk about pets because she has a cat, and Archie lets her know that the family recently got a puppy. And yeah. They quickly moved on to talking about crime. I guess that's teenagers being dramatic. Yeah, but I think that this is very promising. I'm gonna have her do a bit of flirting and see how that goes. Looks like Archie is into it. Yeah, this is going well. He's going to hit on him a bit. Yeah, he liked that. I am using Simler's mod romantic standards, so I have a more hard time to make them actually get crushes and fall in love and cheat on each other and things like that, and I really enjoy that. But looks like Hazel got a crush on him now. Yeah, and he too. That's nice. Let's see how dinner is moving on. Okay, it's done, and she has actually already eaten, so I think that she's going to eat, and she's going to call Archie to eat as well. Yeah, I think that Hazel can practice some more speech. Oh, sorry, Ivy. They're gonna have a romantic dinner together. She's going to try to feed him a bite and see how he reacts to that. You liked it? That's cute. It's a bit like Lady and the Tramp with the spaghetti. But I think that Hazel needs to have a nap. It has been a long day for her, so she's probably going to say goodbye to Archie pretty soon. She can steal a bite as well. Or I thought so. No. Okay. Kara's hands, I think that's a bit too soon. So they're just gonna chat a bit more. You might have noticed that she stopped eating before she was done, and that was because her hunger was filled up. And that's also a mod that I use that takes into account the personality of the sim. I think it might be when they are active that they stop eating. But if they are lazy, I think they will keep eating even though they are full. So I think that Ivy is going to stop that, and she's going to call Jihun over. To spend some time together. Yeah, they are getting along really well. I think that this was a good match. And Ivy is being a good host, trying to impress Archie perhaps. Let's put that away. Okay, looks like Jihun is here. And they're going to kiss each other. So I think that she would hug him a bit and spend some time outside in the starlight. And they're going to catch up a bit. Perhaps sit on the sofa together. Looks like Archie is done, so she's going to say goodbye to him. And Ivy is going to ask Jihun to sit down with her. I think she actually has to sit down first, though. Yep, ask to join. Is he using the bathroom or something? I can clean that up for now. Oh, where did he go? He didn't tell us that he left, did he? Oh, he's on the land. Okay. He was interrupted, I think. I'll just move him downstairs because it's a bit tricky to get access to them when they stand in between the levels. So say goodbye to Archie. Okay. He's going to sit down. Watch TV. Okay. Yeah. It's time to leave now, Archie. Goodbye. It was nice of you to come and spend some time with Hazel. She's going to use that, and then I'm going to have her see if I can find the Copperfield. There. Nap a bit. It's too early to go to bed, I think. And Ivy is going to strategically wait a bit until Hazel has gone upstairs so that she doesn't annoy her by being cute with Yehun. But now she can cuddle a bit with him. She doesn't know a lot about him yet, but she really likes what she's seen so far. I think that he is a knowledge sim, if I remember correctly. And this was one of those situations where I didn't have a sim that I was already playing that I thought would suit Ivy. So I decided to bring in one of the random generated sims. And I think that Jihyun is pretty good looking. So that worked out. I think that they will perhaps dance a little bit. It's pretty romantic. Oh, they're going to go outside and dance. Okay, sure. It's romantic as well. Can dance closer. Looks like it was interrupted. Yeah, she wants to play with him, so let's just do some toss football. Oh, get away from the bushes. They're standing in the bushes. I don't like that. Can you go over here instead? And I'm going to move him as well. Let's try this again. He really wants to stand in those bushes. Well, fine. Go ahead. Yeah, like you can see, she is not appreciating that he's trying to seduce her mother, but what she doesn't know doesn't kill her. She's sleeping soundly in here. Yeah, I think that I'm going to wake her up and have her read a little bit on her bed before she goes to sleep. She decided to daydream a bit, but I wanted to read, please. Okay. Can we please get you out of the bushes now? Thank you. Okay, we want to do some more cute stuff, so why don't you give him a back rub? And she started thinking about Don. But she's still in love with him, so he's still on her mind, I think. Part of her heart is always going to be belonging to him. But she knows that she can't have him in her life, so she's trying to move on. She's getting a bit tired, so I think that I'm going to send them up to her bedroom to cuddle a bit. This is interesting. Now Ivy is pretty old, so with the Simlers mod, it is more difficult for her to fall in love. but she just fell in love with June. I think that this is a very good sign. I think that this is going to work out well for Ivy. I was a bit worried that her relationship with Don was going to make her not want to pursue this, but yeah, this is very good. So sweet. And Hazel is in her room, knowing nothing. She's just reading her book. Yeah, she's exhausted. Let's just go to bed. It is time for you to call it a day. There we go. So I am actually going to have them try for baby, and that is my version of a risky woohoo. It's not for sure that she will become pregnant, and this just makes it possible. Yeah, so that was their first woohoo together, apparently. Yeah, so the family has gone to sleep, and I'm going to call it a day for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and see you for the next one. Take care. Bye.